Hey, thanks again for participating in my program. I'm glad to hear that you're interested in learning about climate change in the Adirondacks. In case I forgot to mention it before we began, welcome to the Paul Smith College Visitor Interpretive Center, or VIC for short. My name is Stephanie, and I'm your leading naturalist for this program. To start with a small bit of history, the VIC was built in 1989 by New York State and was later taken over by PSC in 2012. The property is home to a multitude of species, both flora and fauna, that are unique to the Adirondacks. You can hear some of that fauna around us now. There are many bird species that reside at the VIC, some of those being the more common species like black-capped chickadees, nuthatches, and robins. However, our wetlands here that you see to our left attract some species known as boreal species that you may not see anywhere else, like palm warblers and alder flycatchers. In terms of forests, our landscape is filled mostly with species like white pine, American beech, balsam fir, and sugar maple trees. Take a look around and let me know when you're ready to continue. Unfortunately, this Adirondack landscape is being threatened by something you've most likely heard of: climate change. Researchers say that only a few degrees of warming can cause some significant landscape changes. Current projections from climate scientists working with the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change predict that we are on track for a 2 degrees Celsius, or 3.6 Fahrenheit, degree warming by the year 2100. Now, 3.6 degrees doesn't sound like a lot, but that is pushing us towards a climate similar to West Virginia. Regarding the birds we discussed, arboreal species like the flycatcher could be pushed further north by temperature difference, and we might start seeing species that we normally don't see in the Adirondacks, like magpies. This temperature difference would also eventually impact our forests. We may see more southern species encroaching on the Adirondacks and outcompeting our native trees. The temperature could have a direct effect as well, impacting species like sugar maple. Between the decreased number of maples and possibly a shorter sap run due to the weather changing faster, there could be a serious decline in maple syrup production, which is a staple in the North Country. Let me know when you're ready to continue. West Virginia is a beautiful place, but it's not the Adirondacks. Many of us come up here and live here because we enjoy our, what some may consider, crazy cold winters. Our economies swell in the winter with tourism from ski mountains, and we have the opportunity to continue an over 100-year-old tradition of making a palace out of ice from our own lakes. Climate change wouldn't just take away our beloved plants and animals. It would also drastically change our culture. Please feel free to take a look around, and just let me know whenever you want to leave. Thank you again for attending this program. If you're interested in learning more about climate change and how it impacts the land, please take a look at the sources on the provided sheet. When you're ready, feel free to take off the VR headset.